Hi, I'm Erin Matlock, the research agronomist with PGRO.
I am Ligeza and I'm working as a trial manager of efficacy trials for PGRO.
Lovely. Can you just tell us what you've got at cereals this year? What do you want visitors to see?
So this year in the cereals we have plots which reflect work which we done for growers and breeders. So we do a lot of research work like intercrop between pea and bean, between pea and oats, and we look for benefits of intercropping, and also to use land more efficiently compared to traditional intercropping. We also look on different drillings winter bean in spring, due to that if we have difficult year and we cannot drill a winter bean in normal time, can farmers reuse that seed in the spring? The answer is yes, but the rate has to be higher. We also present different type of pea. We have winter pea, marufat, green pea, yellow pea, and we also have a plots where half of the plots is managed and half of the plots is not managed, which would be a great example of that, why we should apply fungicide. And also we want to compare this to a DL line, and we check if the lines which are not managed, not sprayed with fungicide, if the rating compared to traditional DL lines is changed just because of that they have not been managed as we do it usually. And one of the plot also represent our project NCS, in which one of the small part of it is a field trials where we try to understand better the benefits of pulses in a rotation, and we have one tiny plot of intercrop between winter bean and winter pea, and my colleague will tell you more about that.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about the NCS project.
So the NCS project is a massive project funded by DEFRA. It's got 17 individual partners, just under £6 million of funding. And we're just finished up our year 2 at cereals. We'll have all management partners present in our plots, talking to growers, talking to the industry, to really promote what we have found. So the aim is to reduce carbon emissions, get closer to net zero. So one way to do that is to increase our pea and bean footprint. So with that, we're working with 22 Pulse Pioneers, on-farm trials, intercropping, different fungicide programs, different trace elements, all of that, bring that all together. And we're also working the livestock sector to show them that you can include peas and beans in your livestock rations to displace some soya.
Now, I think the work is ongoing. It's not complete at the moment, isn't it?
No.
What have you found so far? Is there any sort of potential take-homes for farmers, at the moment?
It's really come to light on the livestock side. We have found that roasting beans is really bringing in the protein, making it more digestible, so a lot more user-friendly, or animal-friendly, I should say, on the livestock side. Working with the farm carbon toolkit, our estimation now is close to triple than what our project objectives are in terms of carbon savings. So we're only in year 2. One way to really keep tabs on what's going on in this project is Pulse PEP. It's led by ADAS, it's part of Farm PEP, it's accessible to everybody. Just create an ID and you can go in and engage in this project.
Yeah. All these partners are going to be on the stand.
That's the objective. Right now it's looking very promising.
Yeah. It's an opportunity for farmers to, if you like, get right up to the cutting edge scientists that are involved in all the work.
As well as other farmers that are involved in the project to hear their hands-on experience.
Oh, right, so you're going to have farmers involved in the project on the stand as well?
Yeah.
Wow, what a great opportunity that is. What I'm going to ask you to say is actually just that we've got farmers involved in the PEP project that farmers can come and talk to at cereals?
Yep.
Do you want to just say that?
Okay, we've got farmers involved in the NCS project, and they're also going to be on the stand, so you can talk to other farmers that are involved in this project to see how it can help you.
It sounds like you've got an awful lot going on. How many actual plots have you got across the whole PGRO stand?
Across the stand is, I think about between 20 to 30 plots, and in cereals.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think you mentioned you're looking at some new pea varieties. Did I get that right?
No, not new pea varieties. We just look different type of pea just to present what type of pea and how they look, because sometimes people coming and they don't know what are the differences between them.
Right.
Be more of your novel ones, so your marrow fats, your winter peas, as well as other novel crops like your lentils and lupins. So it'll be some more of your novel crops that just really aren't well known.
Yeah. And just out of interest, how are those, maybe those novel crops, how are they looking at the moment? And the second question of that is what is the opportunity for farmers with some of these novel crops?
The plots are looking fantastic. I'll touch on the lupin. We have a separate project up near Gainsborough that has 17 different varietal lines across the globe. So from Australia all the way up to the UK to do a solid screening project, because lupins could be another alternative to peas and beans. So we're starting to screen now, so stay tuned on that. We're doing similar work with the lentils as well.
Yeah, and just out of interest, how do these crops, you know, lupins, lentils, how do they fit into our farming system?
You'd plant those instead of peas or beans, so you're still looking at the same rotation. It's just instead of that. There are its challenges because, let's face it, it is more of a wet climate here versus where these crops are generally growing, but we're learning.
Yeah, okay. And I take it you see the poultry market developing over time.
Yep.
The idea of shipping soya, 6,000 miles and all the rest of it. So is this a strong opportunity for growers going forward?
Yes, it certainly is. The main objective we have is inconsistency yields. So through all of our projects, all of our other things we're working on is definitely going to help build in how we can make these plants more consistent, yields more consistent. So another big one that we just started off is answers, and that's looking at all different types of nutrition on beans to see what is actually needed when and what is really going to help drive this yield.
Yeah, and is that going to be here?
We will talk about it here. We're going to have the people involved in that project on the stand, definitely have that, but it physically just went into the ground this year, and there's sites all over, but not here.
Yeah, so for you at Cereals, that's the key objective then, to engage with growers and discuss all these various opportunities that are out there.
Yeah, and just hearing what they're finding and how maybe we're missing something, and create another project or some technical updates and really help them go forward.
Yeah, so feedback from growers is actually going to help you in the future look at your own research projects.
Yes. So at Cereals, we really want to hear feedback from growers, as this feedback is really going to help us tailor our projects moving forward and also go back into the archives as maybe we've missed something.
In terms of Cereals, why is events like this important?
They're important because we can present the PGRO work to the public. We also offer a free service for our members, like Plant Clinic, which can help growers to understand if they struggle with disease or some issue with establishment. They can send samples to PGRO, and in a frame of the membership, we provide the support and feedback to them and help them to identify the issue. So this is kind of promotion.
Cereals is really our main event to get in front of all the growers from coast to coast, get involved with our other industry partners, plant breeders. We're all in the same field, so it's really, really good collaboration and just get involved with boots on the ground.
Just out of interest, it's been a very unusual season again. What impact has this season had on pea and bean crops, pulse crops?
Very little compared to previous years. The autumn did start off a little bit wet. There was concerns getting it in the ground, but things did dry up. Planting was delayed a little bit. This spring was probably the best spring planting conditions we've seen in a couple of years. If anything, was a little bit more on the drier side, but the folks that got rain those last couple of weeks is definitely bringing them on good. So far things are looking very promising.
Yeah. And aside from all the plots, is there anything else at Cereals that you have? Competitions? Anything to do with training or education or anything like that?
Our whole site is based, if you want to call it, on knowledge exchange. You teach us, we teach you. Let's just have the conversation on how we continue to grow peas and beans.